What's up, y'all, here in these streets? This is beautiful Chinatown Mall here in Houston, Texas. But let's talk about Graham Platner. As usual, the Democrats are being duopolists and scared and pathetic, as usual. Because I, for the life of me, do not understand why a Democratic strategist would stand up against the really winnable Graham Platner in Maine, unless he is working with the Republicans. Now, ever since Graham won the primary, I mean, we knew he was going to win. The establishment Democratic mechanism, the machine, has been working overtime. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys these Democrats are not going to deliver what you're looking for, that they are working for the same fucking system that the Republicans are working for. And as you can see, they don't give a fuck what the voters think. The voters of Maine chose Graham, and it's kind of loud and obvious. Like, they want Graham Platner to be their next fucking senator, and you have the establishment Democrats doing exactly what they did in 24. No, we know better than you. Let us choose for you. Because y'all fuck your feelings, because Graham doesn't fit the perfect establishment Manchurian candidate. Let's go for the Manchurian Republican that's going to take your rights away. That's what they're saying, basically. See, the problem with Graham is he's uncontrollable. The Democratic Party is going to look at him and be like, oh, hell no. We're not going to be able to control this one. We need to get him out. See, we can control Susan, but we can't control Graham. Graham's going to fuck up the system that pays us. You're damn right he is. Which is why he is going to be a contender for the 2028 presidential election. The Democrats know this. The Democrats know if Graham Platner wins, that the establishment Democrat is done. And we're talking about corporate Democrats, okay? That's who we're talking about. The people are done with you power-hungry, money-grubbing people. Whether you are Democrat or Republican, we are done. And it's going to reverberate throughout the country. And see, Graham isn't going to break the system by going in and being an obstructionist in legislature. I actually think that Graham's going to work well across the aisle. What I think is going to happen is that he's going to make it to where people are not going to accept cookie-cutter candidates that tell you exactly what you want to hear. They're going to look at perfect candidates and be like, what are you hiding? Graham Platner is going to eliminate any candidate, whether they're Democrat or Republican, but let's just focus on Democrat. He will eliminate their ability to lie to you, because Graham is showing you what truth looks like. That is why he is flawed. That is why he is a flawed individual. That's why he has flaws coming out. The issue isn't that he's flawed. Graham is forgivable because he has stood up and said, yeah, I did that. I was wrong. My bad. Let me explain my thinking and why I'm different now. Let me show you how I evolved. See, Democrats are terrified of that, because from this point forward, if we choose candidates like Graham, we're going to expect your flaws to come out, and we're going to expect you to be 100% honest about it. You're not going to be able to lie to us no more. You're not going to be able to show us your cookie cutter self in your tailored suit and your perfect words, and that be enough to convince us that you're perfect. And that is what scares the Democrats. These Democrats think that if we attack his marriage, that will be a way to discredit him. The difference between him and Donald Trump, who doesn't give a fuck about any of his wives, is that his wife, Graham Platner's wife, is standing on business for her husband in a way that isn't a water bearer. They obviously work through their issues. And when you get married young, issues come with that. That's why I'm kind of like against marriage. But either way it goes, it's a stupid ass attack, Democrats. And here he goes, Cory fucking Booker. You know what, Cory? Shut the fuck up. You really shut up. Because you know, this is what we're talking about. This is what Jennifer Welsh is talking about. This is what Romano was talking about. You could pivot from this. You couldn't say, why are we talking about Graham when the Republicans just nominated Ken Paxton? I mean, that is such a layup. But no, you're going to throw under the bus the candidate that threatens your system that you bank on for your fucking power, for your star power, and for your money. You a pussy. Booker, you need to go. You are a big... This is another example of them stupid Democratic consultants telling you what to say, and then you say dumb shit. Like, this was an easy pivot. Corey. You could have easily just said, I mean, didn't the Republicans just nominate Ken Paxton? At least Graham Platner's wife is standing up for him. I mean, Ken Paxton's wife went on Twitter and announced that for godly reasons that she's leaving her marriage to this man. It's come out that he did all types of shady ass shit so he could fuck his mistress. But you're gonna sit here and point out messages that a younger Graham Platner tweeted or messaged some little thirsty ass pick-me. I like, it's so stupid. But it was such an easy layup for you to throw that right back on the Republicans and show the hypocrisy and show that we are willing to accept people who are willing to make a change when they recognize they were wrong. And then you have Mike Nelson bringing up this fucking tattoo again. Okay, y'all, there is in no world an 18-year-old white boy from fucking Maine knew what Nazi symbolism was. Hell, when I first saw it, I was like, isn't that a skull and crossbones? Like, who here knew a skull and crossbones was a default Nazi symbol? Who knew that? Not anyone educated by the American education fucking system, especially one in Maine. Like I tell you, like I've been telling y'all for a very long time, Democrats aren't going to save us. The only reason why the Democrats are getting any headway is because that's the only other option we have in this duopolistic system. It's not as if any other party is emerging, because the two-party system has made it to where that's damn near impossible. So we as the people are going to have to hijack the Democratic Party as the party of the people, because we can't do it with the Republicans. The Republicans was never fundamentally for us. So we as progressives, as progressive pragmatics, we have to let the Democrats know we're done with this bullshit, and we support Graham 100%. They did the same thing to Mamdani. They're trying to do the same fucking thing to Tallarico, and they're doing it to Graham because they're terrified of these people. They're terrified of progressive Democrats who are absolutely ready to break this fucking system. And they don't want the system to break because it's the same system that fucking pays them. And guess what, Democrats? We don't give a fuck no more. We don't care about your corporation. We don't care about your strategists. We don't give a damn about your consultants and what the fuck they think. We don't care because they don't know. They obviously don't know, or they don't care. So we're giving y'all the same fucking energy. Leave Graham Platner alone and just accept that this system is ready to be torn down by the people. We got it. After 10 years, we get it now. And it's over. And Graham Platner represents that. That's why you fucking scared of him. It's done. Leave the man alone. He won. Graham has shown us that he is for the people. He is clearly for the people. You are not for the people. Encourage people to vote for someone else. Who the fuck else in the general election do you want us to vote for, Mr. Mike? Who else you want us to vote for? Oh, you want us to vote for Susan Collins. So you aren't opposed to the Republicans. You know what? Y'all really showing your colors. We're getting ready to take over the party. We're getting ready to take over. We got it from here. Go sit your ass down. You Kim Martin, y'all go sit down. Cory Booker, your ass go sit down. All of you, y'all gotta go. We're tired of this shit, and we see it for what it is. It's so obvious now. We're done. The people are done.